Why do you want Erik Ten Hag to be sacked, and why do you want Erik Ten Hag to be safe? For me, I feel Erik Ten Hag should be kept at the club for one more season while we give him a chance under a structured club. This loss yesterday is nothing new as a Manchester United fan. We have seen it under Ole, I've seen it under Rangnick, I've seen it under Mourinho, we have seen it under David Moyes, we've had. This is not a new thing. But what is the new thing? The new thing is the structure coming to the club, which we need to see Erik Ten Hag under before deciding his future. But of course, many of you are locked out of the fact that Erik Ten Hag is a shit coach and needs to leave and blah 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 blah. You have a very short memory because we were there last season when we were celebrating. We finished in Champions League sport. We won the Carabao Cup after not doing anything for 5 years. And all of you were like, yeah, Rashford is back to his form, Bruno our captain. And yeah, this is Erik Ten Hag is the man. And you come into this new season and suddenly Erik Ten Hag should go. Start thinking about what is the issue. You want to sack another manager when this set of players has been here and have witnessed the sacking of multiple managers. At what point do we sit down and realize that these players need to go? And that is exactly what I hope would happen. I want Ten Hag to stay. When Ten Hag sacking will benefit you. I want you need to ask yourself, what will benefit you? You don't see these players with the Rashford, Lindelof, Varane, even Bruno. Most players we play today, how many of them be Ten Hag signing? Apart from the fact that we get many injuries, but how many of them be Ten Hag signing? If you think about it, you find out that the core of this team is still the players that he met when he came to the club. So that means we still need to flush out many players and have the core of his own players. And of course, I know that injury is an excuse because Martinez got injured, is injured, Troy is injured, Casemiro went off injured, our striker is injured, Martial is not available. If all our players are complete, of course we're winning some of all these games. Even if the squad is complete, we still have the ability to lose. Last year our squad was complete and Liverpool gave us 9-0. It happens. But at least we'll be winning more games. That is a valid excuse. But still yet, the squad that was put out yesterday against Fulham is good enough to beat them. And the players didn't do it. That is down to the players, not down to Ten Hag. He said the club wants to play dynamic, fast football, attacking football. And this season, they tried to do it. He has tried to do it. But these players, they can't play this style of football. He needs his own players. He needs a squad full of players that he wants that can play his system before we start seeing massive changes. Someone always comments, please, what is Ten Hag's style of play? How do you get a style of play when most of our players are injured? How do you get a style of play? Bruno, if you want to play calm attacking football, with holding retention, ball possession, passing, when all these players can't do it, Rashford, Bruno they can't hold the ball. Bruno cannot hold the ball. Bruno cannot play in a Man City team. He always wants to shoot. Rashford cuts and shoots. Doesn't care about the assists. So most of these players cannot really play the way Ten Hag wants to play. So that's why we need to really try to exterminate most of all these players. And can the Ineos group do that? That comes down to them. But sacking Ten Hag no go solve our problem. We won't solve the problem. Because a new manager is going to come in and be like, yeah, I'm going to get more out of Sancho. I'm going to get more out of Rashford. I'm going to get more out of Bruno. I'm going to get more out of Maguire, McTominay. He gives all these players a chance. These players that we know that on their day are very, very inconsistent. But a new manager will come in and say, I can make a team out of these players. Don't sell them. And then boom. 1 year, we do very well. Second season, the manager, you guys call for the manager to be sacked again. So, the players to me are to be blamed. The players are to be blamed. I hope this summer, I'm going to make a video later of players I think I need to get, and I think to leave. Because right here, right now, how many of them will survive? Garnacho, minor, young, youth players, I won't sell them. Højlund, still very young, fantastic future, I won't sell him. Well, again, I think apart from those youth players, I'm more than open to any other person leaving the club. Honest, any other person. Because we need a real revamp of the whole playing squad. I will agree coaching staff too, because remember, I don't know if you know this, but Ten Hag didn't bring many of his coaches. We still have coaches that they were under Louis van Gaal, Mourinho, and Ole. They are still at the club. and they need to leave too because we need to revamp everything. So I understand when you guys want Ten Hag to be sacked, but don't forget that there are some underlying factors to why we are this shit. And honestly, I'm tired of this season. I want the season to end because I really want to see what the Ineos group intend to do with this squad. I'm really hopeful. I'm really anxious to see what they want to do with this playing team because honestly, the future doesn't look bright under this set of players. But once we're able to ship, of course, we can't sell all of them in one summer, but at least we can sell 6 to 7, 8 players this summer and getting 5 new players this summer. It is totally possible. And when you do that, when you do that, you see obvious changes. When you make these changes in the right position, you see the obvious changes. Varane will probably leave because of his age. Varane, Casemiro, maybe Maguire will probably because of their age. Or we're getting new talent. Imagine we might have a new centre back partnership next season, a new midfield partnership next season, and an extra striker also next season. So things could change. But I want those changes to happen under Erik Ten Hag. I want to really see what Erik Ten Hag can do under a structure. The structure he had at Ajax, I want to see what he can do with that, having that similar type of structure as Manchester United. But until then, Ten Hag in. It's not going anywhere. Deal with it. And I hope ratcliffe is tuned to that thing, to that thinking that Ten Hag should stay. Give him one more season and then you can sack him. And I know the English media are out for him right now because they never wanted him. But Ten Hag should stay. It's for our own benefit that he stays. And let us give him one complete season. If by this time next season he's doing poorly, then fine, I'm fully open to him being sacked. But let's not rush it. Because right now, it's better to... We've always known that this manager wants to play the certain way. And people will be like, we have never seen any style of play since he came here. We've never seen the Ajax games since he came here. But he can't do that because these players are not good enough. Since Ten Hag came in, how many first team players have we sold? I think only Fred. Like first team senior player. I think in his first season, we couldn't sell anybody. In his second season, in his first season, we sold James Garner, not a senior player. Second season, last season, we were only able to sell Fred. To tell you how bad we are at making transfers. So when you come in with a new structure that is selling players that can buy players for him, Ten Hag will succeed. Mark me on that. But let's see. I don't know. It's all down to ratcliffe and what he wants to do. But I believe if you give Ten Hag another chance, he will succeed. And of course, like he said, success will not come in immediately. It's come in like 2 to 3 years. But definitely under Ten Hag, we can have success under the right mentality, the right structures, and the right players. Bruno Fernandes' captaincy is not really good anymore. He has been very poor this season. Rashford has been very poor. I'm open to these players being sold. I don't give a shit. I'm open to many of these players being sold. Like I said, apart from Minor, Garnacho, and the Højlund and some of the younger players, I am open to anybody being sold. Anybody. You can mention it. Anybody can be sold. I'll be very, very relaxed and comfortable. Apart from those younger players that have a future. If not, if you continue with these players, you find out that in the next 2 to 3 years, Garnacho, Højlund, and to be Minor becomes as poor as other players because they rub on the effect of the shitness of the squad rubs on these younger players and their mentality changes. So that's why we need change, and we need change now. Let's see what ratcliffe does, because at the end of the day, I can talk all I want, but it's his decision to make. But obviously, with getting the right structures at the club, a new CEO, a new director of football, a new head of recruitment, a new technical director or whatever, definitely I believe that they will have same mentality as I do. Or maybe their own mentality also will be to get a new manager. But let's see what happens.